as we head downstairs for the Magri Coaches Show with assistant coach Curtis Pereverzoff. First off, Curtis, you have to be happy with the way your team battled. A lot of momentum shifts in the third period. You guys get the late goal to at least get the single point here tonight.
Yeah, I think especially after our last couple of games, I think that was a big point of emphasis was making sure that our compete was strong today, and I think we saw that for the most parts. I think it was a little sporadic at times, and they were able to make plays. But for our group tonight to be able to battle back, especially in the third period, get a big late goal there to tie it up, I think is big, and it's important for our group here moving forward as we get ready for Tuesday, and then as we get ready for our trip.
How hard is it to control emotions when there's that many momentum shifts in the third period?
Yeah, I mean, I think last year the guys that were on the team they experienced that. We obviously have quite a few new bodies who maybe that's a little bit new too, and it's part of the game. It seems like every time we come into Swift Current, it's going to be something like that, and so it's something that we need to expect. Is there's going to be swings in a game, and it's no different. We have to make sure that we handle that the right way, and I think for the most part we did a pretty decent job of that. And obviously, it's just a bit of a dagger there the way that we gave it up.
You're right. It gets pretty wild here in Swift Current. First off, when you look at the hockey game, did you like your zone entries throughout the course of this hockey game? It seemed at times Musha was coming up smooth and had good pressure. There was at times where some misexecution, kind of stalled the momentum. But for the most part, did you like how you guys came up the ice with a purpose and attacked the Broncos zone?
Yeah, I thought absolutely. And I think we got rewarded for it too a couple of times, just making sure that we are executing our entries and having numbers towards the net off the rush. And it was great to get rewarded with that. And I think that's going to be a point that we can look to as a positive to build off of when we see where we're finding success. And we need to double down on that and make sure we're doing a good job.
The other side is, do you feel as though Swift Current maybe a little too easy at times to head north?
Yeah, and I think that all starts from puck battles. That's been a big point of emphasis, and that's kind of where I was talking about where we're a little bit too sporadic. I think we were coming up with pucks at times, but I think there was far too many times that we were losing the 50-50 puck battles. And I think when you take a look at the shots against here over the last few games, we were giving up a lot of shots, but I think a lot of that's our puck management and winning the 50-50 puck battles throughout all three zones. And another example tonight.
Captain Braden Yager leading the way, 2 goals, 4 points. That's a captain's game, right? Captain's performance.
Yeah, I think kind of in these times right now, you need your best players to be your best players, and I think we saw that from him tonight. He's someone who's going to have to put the team on his back at times and carry a heavy load. So we saw that tonight, and we're going to have to expect the same thing moving forward here.
Curtis, I want to ask: I know he maybe hasn't sunk in yet, but a little frustrating. In 11 games, the Warriors have been tied going into the third period in 6 of those games, and you now have a 1-4-1 record. You've been in position to win a lot of hockey games. It's a little frustrating that the record doesn't show it right now.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's a tough pill to swallow. We're right there. We're obviously a little bit young, but we're doing a good job keeping ourselves involved in the game, and that's job number one is making sure that we're staying involved in the game. And I think it's now coming down to these small plays at big time moments that are costing us, and we need to make sure that we're cleaning those areas up and taking the play to them.
Magri Coaches Show with assistant coach Curtis Pereverzoff. Appreciate the time, Curtis. Good luck as you guys get ready for the Seattle Thunderbirds on Tuesday night.
Great. Thanks, James.